Somebody came to me lamenting about the way things are in the world. They're very despondent about it. And I asked them, well, did you talk to God about it? Did you pray to God? And they said, yeah, but He ain't showing up. So oftentimes when we pray, we make our intentions known to God. We may not realize this, but we, at the same time, oftentimes, we're also telling God how He should respond. See, we have in our mind exactly what we want and how we want it. We may not realize it, but that's usually how it is. So we present that to God and we expect Him to respond as we envision it. And then we say, oh, He answered our prayers. And if He didn't respond how we want Him to or when we want Him to, then we say, well, He's not answering our prayers. God will always answer our prayers, but what He does is He answers them in His own way on His own time, and usually in a way that's better for us. Because what He does is He goes beneath our words, even lower than we think, than we realize. He goes deep down and answers what we're really praying for. For example, as always, let's look at the icon mural here of the Transfiguration. Jesus Christ goes up to Mount Tabor with just 3 of the apostles, Peter, James, and John, and He transfigures before them. He shows them the glory of His divinity and the glory of what it is to be really human, how we were meant to be and how we will be in the end at our ultimate destiny. Something glorious. That's what God had in mind. It was wonderful. And so the apostles basically pray to Jesus. They say, hey, this is wonderful. Why don't we stay here? Let's pitch tents and just stay here, Lord. Now He knew their request, but He told them, no, we have to go down the mountain. And the Son of God has to suffer and die, but in 3 days rise. In other words, He was preparing them for the darkness. He remembered their prayer, but He was going to answer it way beneath, deeper than they realized. They would have to go through a time of darkness where they would think that all was lost. But He gave them that vision so they have some echo, some memory of hope. In the end, He rises from the dead and He answers their prayers in an even more glorious way than they could have ever imagined. So what we have to do is make our intentions known to God from our heart, but also with the eyes of our soul, the eyes of our heart, be vigilant and watch to see how God answers it in His own time, on His own terms, because that is always going to be the best for us.